What's up, fellow crime fighters? It's Cody Lee here, aka Tihyo, and today we are doing a highly requested video. We are going over the first update video for Superheroes Unlimited mod version 5.0, or as most of you more know it as, the new Superheroes Unlimited. Now, this video we're going to be going over the fundamentals and how it's different from the old versions and stuff like that, and be going over the basics. So make sure you leave a like if you want to see more in-depth videos. More videos to come on this new version of the mod. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So a lot of you may be, puzzled when you first heard my first statement when I said Superheroes Unlimited mod version 5.0, because as it's been publicly stated for so long, the next version is supposed to be version 4.4. Now, here's what happened. So, as most of you know, and as I indicate on my Twitter pages, the mod is going through a rewrite. And what happened is what we were trying to decide is how much we actually wanted to rewrite the mod. So 4.4 through 4.9 were just kind of, throw around versions, saying, do we want to just halfway kind of just add new things to the characters, redo some abilities, maybe add some few things, take away some few things here and there, yada, yada, yada. But it was going to be fundamentally the same. It was just, perfecting, redoing the powers and abilities. However, with, further consideration and analysis of what we want to do in the mod, we came up, with actually completely rewriting the mod from scratch. Brand new workspace, like it's a brand new mod. I tell you guys all the time, this is essentially a new Superheroes mod. And look at this. I swear, I was watching some old update videos, and Rain's in every one of them, and look at this, Rain has to show up again. Let me just go beat Rain up, and knock Thor in the head for a few seconds, and I'll be right back. So no need to worry, I just knocked Thor on his head for causing Rain in the middle of this tremendous video. So now that, he's tucked away, bruised and all, we can actually get further into this video. So, basically, 5.0 is 5.0 because it is a new rewrite, new workspace, like I said, and we went with a new direction of the mod. It's something that, is fundamentally different. Because as I would play the old versions of the mod, one thing, it's cool, you get the superheroes, you get the powers, but there's one thing that's missing. It's like, alright, all you do is you craft all these suits, and then you have them. I mean, there were very few select bosses that weren't too difficult to take down. It's like, well, you would need other mods and stuff like that, to even make, it's like, oh, you're powerful, but what is there to challenge you? So, what we came up with is a system where you don't just craft suits. There are suits that you do craft, but, some other suits, you have to unlock and you have to gain access to as a progression type of thing. And, whether it be through bosses, through, different events, or through crafting like the old school style. Now, if some of you guys have noticed in one of my latest, at the time of this video, Twitter posts, I did Superman's laser vision, the new laser vision render we got going here that, a lot of you guys seem to really like. And some of you guys picked up that Superman was holding some device in his hand, and people were like, well, what is this? I've never seen this before in the mod. What is this? Something new? And it was there for a reason. Basically, what Superman was holding was our good pal right here, the Super Dex. So, the new version 5.0, the new Superheroes Unlimited, is basically surrounded. It's fundamentally surrounded by the Super Dex. As you can see right here, kind of looks like a Game Boy, kind of looks like a calculator, stuff like that. But basically, what the Super Dex does is it tracks your progress if you register suits into it, and allows you to unlock other suits. So if all you have to do to activate it is simply right click, and as you can see, you're open with this menu. It says Super Dex main menu, and you got DC, Marvel, Tihyo for Tihyo Universe, and other, and these are the different characters. You have recipes, which there's nothing yet, but what we're planning on doing is updating the website where we were trying to make it so you can hover over the items and it tells you what it is, so it's a lot easier for you guys. And we have powers and abilities. So first thing I'll start off with is powers and abilities. So basically this page, if you read it, it just tells you, you know, what the new power, you know, basically a summary of what the powers are, what you can do with it, what exactly it is. And as you can see, there are some new ones in here that may not be familiar to you guys, and we're going to get to that stuff a little bit later in this video. You also have the recipes that will take you to that link, which will take you to the website where you can check out the recipes, where it should have the names of the items, so it's not just tiny little pictures. And you also have these GUI screens, kind of, you know, let me just show you. So if you open this up, as you can see, you have the character lists right here of DC characters, and basically this is kind of like, you know, your stereotypical Lego game or any game, you know, that you unlock, you know, Injustice, where you kind of, you know, have the characters. And basically, as you can see, all these characters are blacked out. Right now we're in the heroes page. To get to the villains, you just hit villains, and you can see there's 2 villains in the mod as we speak right now, for DC that is. But basically, you know, you can't click on any of these things. They're all locked. You can't get them. What you have to do is actually unlock the character. Or what you do is when you make a character or get a character, you put their full suit on and you right click the Super Dex. That registers them that you have the suit inside the Super Dex, and then whatever character it is, you'll see their actual avatar appear in one of these slots. Then you should be able to click on them. It'll tell you their name, alter ego. It'll tell you your powers and abilities and all the stuff they can do. Basically what the website kind of does now, but now it's in game. So it's really useful and stuff like that. You can also get alt suits from the Super Dex. Basically, alt suits, we wanted to add even more further gameplay. You don't just hit the alt suit key. That's not a thing anymore. Now, the alt suits, you have to unlock by doing certain things, whether it be defeating bosses, whether it be, you know, having certain other characters unlocked in order to unlock an alt suit. There's just numerous ways you can get this kind of stuff, which we'll go over more in future update videos if you guys like this stuff. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to head inside the main lab right here, and we're going to head over here to the progress board. So as you can see, we're going over the Superheroes Unlimited mod, and right now we're in version Alpha 1.0 for 5.0. It's not like Alpha 1.0, it's 5.0 Alpha 1.0. And it's 15% complete. So that's just, you know, every time we do an update video, I'll update this board so you guys can kind of see, you know, get a feel for how far along we are. You know, 15% doesn't seem like a lot, but you have to take into consideration I had to spend all that time not adding characters in, but doing fundamentals and working on mechanics and baseline things inside the mod, which will be applied to the characters. So progress should start speeding up now. So as you can see, we have our stuff here now. I know people watching this video are probably going a little bit nuts. This right here, guys, is not Bibliocraft. It's not an armor stand mod. This is inside Superheroes Unlimited. As you can see here, we have armor stands, and I have this fancy Superman and Batman suit. I just chose those two because, you know, these are not anything new. You guys knew that these 2 characters were confirmed for 5.0, so I'm not spoiling anything right doing this right here. But basically, there are 3 types of armor stands you can get, and I'll show you can see them over here. So basically, you have your stereotypical armor stand, you have the armor case, which is one of my personal favorites, and you have the Steve stand. Now, I'm gonna basically be going over the purposes of each. I mean, they all hold your armor for you. But, you know, this is kind of like if you want to just, you know, hold an armor on a rack kind of thing. This is if you want to get more fancy, you can open it up by right-clicking it, shift right-click to shut it again, and put armor in there. It looks a bit more fancy. And this, the Steve stand, I added this in just because what it does is actually pretty useful because it lets you see what the suit would look like on a player. Because, you know, if you put it in here, it's like, well, it's just sitting on, you know, iron and just sitting on a stand. Here, it actually kind of lets you see what it would look like on the actual player. And all three versions of the armor stand are obtainable through crafting in-game, so you can get all of them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you basically how the armor stands function. So if I can get myself an armor stand here without spoiling. Okay, I didn't spoil anything. All right, so I have my armor stand here, and I'm gonna need a pickaxe. I didn't spoil anything? No, I didn't spoil. All right, it's all good. We're all good, guys. So we can do this right here, actually. So basically, let me switch my game mode right here. So how these armor stands work is it's not like your typical blocks, because as you can see, these armor stands are actually at an angle, which, you know, makes it really cool for stuff like the Iron Man suits and stuff like that. Makes it a little bit more interesting. But basically, you can place these armor stands at any angle you desire. And how you get it back, because as you can see, right-clicking doesn't do it, punching doesn't do it. You take a pickaxe of any kind, and you simply right-click the armor stand, and it'll drop the armor stand instantly. But see, as you can see, guys, I could just place it however I want, or I could, you know, place it straight. If I line myself up here, you could place it straight. You could do it at any angle you want, depending on how you view. So, you know, it makes for a lot of cool stuff, especially like the Iron Man suit. You can actually have it in a circle now. Makes for some really cool things. Now, how you equip stuff to the armor stands is it's pretty simple. But so say I want to be Superman. All I gotta do is I right click and it takes off the armor from the stand. As you can see, I'm wearing the armor right now. And to put it back on, ooh, I'm going really fast. Put it on, you just right click again. Now, you might want to note that it takes off and puts on whatever you're wearing right here. So if I take, you know, just that's all it's gonna put on. Now say if I put the boots on, it's gonna swap these. So what you want to make sure you do is if you want to get your entire suit there, you know, if you only have part of it, you could always just put it on there. But when you're ready to put your entire suit on, what you want to make sure you do is you put the entire suit on and then apply it to the armor stand like such. Now, I know when I put that suit on, a lot of you were like, "What? There's hearts. What's happening?" My mind's, you know, it's hurting. What? This is not regular Superheroes Unlimited. So basically, guys, this has to do with the new balancing system. So I'll touch over that, you know, a little bit in this video. But basically, how armors work is there are 4 types of defense. There is the low defense, medium defense, high defense, and extremely high defense. And these are all presets built inside the mod. And what these presets do is they determine your armor absorption and durability rates. How much the armor wants to absorb. Now, I will say that these rates are not very high, for they are around the diamond levels, meaning your durability will be around the level. I think it actually is diamond durability. However, your absorption rate is a lot higher depending on your suit. When I mean absorption rate and durability, the differences are this, guys. Basically, durability is how many hits does it take for this armor to break. And absorption is how much damage you can take before getting just one shot. And that plays a part into this heart system we got going here. So as you can see, Superman has 2 rows of hearts. So he's got basically 20 hearts instead of the typical 10 hearts. Or that translates to 40 half hearts if you're using something like damage indicators. And basically it just adds health to the character to make it a little bit more powerful, you know, in terms of defense. But I will say this, guys, that these suits are substantially weaker than the old versions. And the reason for that is because people, you know, have been complaining that, whoa, why does it take me an hour to do a fight with my friend? We're not dying. Yada, yada, this is not working well, Tihyo. Please, you know, do something. This makes your fights, or whatever you're doing, so much quicker, you know, within 5 minutes or less. So, you know, it makes it more energized, makes it more, you know, intense in terms of you can't just, you know, be Superman and you let Batman beat on you and you'd be like, ha, that doesn't affect me at all. I could just sit here for 5 minutes and not, you know, not even bother me. Now every hit counts, and you have to play smart in terms of your strategy. This also means that all the gap between all the characters, when I mean all the characters, I mean low defense characters and extremely high defense characters are smaller, meaning it's potential. Now notice I said potential. It's potentially possible in this new version for somebody as Robin to beat somebody as Superman. Now, it's potential. You're most likely not going to win, but if you are really skilled with a character like Robin or Batman, well, Batman's not that low, but like Robin or Batgirl or some character like that, you can potentially take down a less skilled character as Superman. The mod relies a lot more now on your skill as opposed to just brute strength and stuff like that. You know, you have different attacks that would be wise to use at this time and stuff like that. You have to time things better. I mean, when I say time, don't worry, this is not 1.9. You can spam punch. I'm not dealing with that crap right now. But what I mean is you have to, you know, make sure you're aiming correctly. You know, it's fundamentals. The battling between characters is a lot more balanced. You can't be Superman anymore and one shot, you know, Robin with a sword or something. Which also brings up my next point. The strength is different in the mod now. We put Superman down and let's throw Batman some love here. As you can see, Batman only has 5 extra hearts added to him, and I will start to regen that. If I think did I turn natural regeneration? I turned natural regeneration off in the game. Superman only did it because he has the regen. I'll be right back, guys, when I turn that game roll back on. Alright, my bad, guys. I accidentally had that game roll activated, and I didn't mean to. But now oh, I took a screenshot. But now Batman's hearts are healed up. It only takes about 5 seconds to heal up, you know, your hearts. So, you know, once you put the suit on, wait 5 seconds, and you'll be fully healed. It's not that big, you know, it doesn't take that long. I just had the game roll on, so that, in vanilla Minecraft, that was a duh moment for me. But anyways, so, the attack system is a lot different now. If you'll see in this, things like the super decks, your attack is a lot higher. Let me just demonstrate this. So I'm wearing Batman right now. And I open the super decks up, and you know, that means I just registered it, and bam, Batman's unlocked. So we can click on this right here. As you can see, all the different stuff we got here. He's a tier 3. The tiers now go up to tier 5. Superman's a tier 5, being the strongest tier, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, as opposed to just going up to 4. But if you go to powers and abilities, you can see all the stuff Batman can do. I'm not just going to go over all that. You guys can do that for yourselves. But that's all the stuff Batman can do. Some new stuff, some old stuff, good stuff like that. But as you can see, it doesn't go by strength anymore. It says attack damage 14, even though it says strength here. Basically, how the strength buff works is the strength gives you attack damage as opposed to this multiplication thing now. So meaning with this strength on, let me think. Basically, the player does 1 attack damage naturally, and strength 1 from this mod's buff adds another attack damage. So with the strength 1 buff, you'd be doing I think you'd be doing 3 attack damage because it starts at adding 2 and then goes up from 3, 4, 5. But basically, if I'm confusing you, the strength now adds individual attack damage points, meaning if I have, strength, if this is strength, if I have strength, if I have 14 attack damage, which I do as Batman, that means I have strength 12. Whatever you do is whatever strength you have, add 2, that's how much attack damage you have. Though it doesn't do you any good right here because, it's above 4, so it doesn't show you how many tallies in Roman numerals that is. But he would have strength 12, which would give him 14 attack damage. Now, strength 12 in the old version of the mod was a lot more than 14 attack damage. But, as I said, the strength is now dependent on the attack damage. So Superman has like strength 30 or something like that, which is not a huge amount. It's not doing over 200 attack damage. No, it's doing, he does 30 attack damage, so he's gonna have strength 28. So let me just confirm that because I'm gonna feel like a complete idiot. Let me just open this up and look at the Superman. There he is. We go to powers and abilities. Yeah, 30 attack damage, so he has strength 28. I had to do that because I would feel so bad if I was misinforming you guys. So what that means is you don't have the problem of people one-shotting other people with swords. For instance, Batman does 14 attack damage. This pickaxe does 5 attack damage. If I go and I hit somebody with this pickaxe, it will do 19 attack damage. You'll just take the 14 and add it to the 5, which would equal 19, so you're doing 19 attack damage. Not some outrageous 500 thing because it's multiplying. It doesn't work like that anymore. So, if you were Superman and you grabbed the diamond sword, you wanted to go beat your friend up, you would not one-shot him anymore. You would just do 37 attack damage because the diamond sword does 7, Superman does 30, it's 37. So, a lot more balance in that terms. So you don't have this irritation in terms of, whoa, is my friend gonna grab a tool on me and then one-shot me? No, you don't have to worry about that anymore. It does give them an advantage that you normally wouldn't have without the weapon, but it does not exponentially increase their attack damage. So, that's basically, the strength and the health boost potion effects all in there. But yeah, guys, that's really all I plan on going over in this video. I will want to say this. I do want to say this before I leave off. The mod has become a lot more independent, meaning, as you can see my hand in first person, and good stuff like that, and we have scaling like we did with the Render Player API. I'm here to confirm, you guys, that this is all within Superheroes Unlimited 5.0, the new Superheroes Unlimited. You do not need Render Player API anymore for this mod. It's all built in, all this good stuff, and it's less glitchy. Actually, your arm doesn't break out of your suit. If you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, when you're riding a mob and your arm breaks out and then your armor hands, it's weird looking, but it doesn't happen like that. It actually is wrapped around your arm with the way I implemented it. So, really cool stuff. The only mod you need to play this mod is the Legends core, which actually is where the armor stands come from. The armor stands do not come from Superheroes Unlimited. All the armor stands come from Legends core, meaning they'll work with all my other mods, the Legend suits. But I will say this. These armor stands do not work with vanilla armor, and they do not work with other mod armor. These armor stands are simply for suits that are considered Legends suits. Anything from the Star Wars mod we're working on, to this mod, to Godzilla mod. Anything from those mods will be able to put their armor on these stands, but vanilla armor and other modded armor does not go on these stands. So, if you really want to do that, you could install Bibliocraft and use theirs because that's more universal. This is just for our mod we have here. Just want to clarify that because I feel like if, people are going to be saying, oh, how come I can't put this armor on? Why can't I put this diamond armor? Because, it's only for the suits that are considered Legends suits. And a Legends suit is basically any suit that is implemented in the Legends project that we're doing, any character, if you will. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out real quick to you guys. So yeah, one more quick thing. I know I'm kind of rambling. We're running like 25 minutes right here, but I just want to get all the fundamentals. Like I said, there's a lot we had to cover this video, and we haven't even gotten into the character abilities yet. And that'll be a next video though. But anyways. So, like I said, I took the suit off, and it saved all my data. Here's a quick demonstration of alt suits. You know, here's a little sneak peek to you guys. Superman's got some new alt suits, as you can see. All these are alt suits for Superman. This is a gift. This is a gift of knowledge from me to you. These are all in the mod, and as you can see, they're red right now. What you'll end up doing is when you obtain the suit and you right-click the SuperDex to register it, this will turn green. And that means you have it. If it's red, something like, you know, Man of Steel, it says you need to defeat the General Zod boss of Superman to unlock. I need to fix unlock so it's not white and it's actually red, but I could do that real quickly after this video. But basically, as you can see, that's a perfect example of defeating a boss. So basically, if you defeat the Zod boss as Superman, so you have to be wearing Superman's suit, then you'll be able to unlock the Man of Steel armor. And but you'll have to, like, there's some currency, like certain suits. It's not just like, oh, I unlocked it and I can just instantly buy it over and over again. No. It does cost some materials. Like Superman's, I think, costs Kryptonian tech. You know, an upgrade to another character may cost sapphire. So it does cost something, so you can't just spam get suits, because that would be incredibly OP. It does cost, but it's unlocked. Now, this brings up the question, hey, Tihyo, what happens if I lose my SuperDex? Because you do get this when you spawn in the world. Well, as of now, what you'll be able to do is talk to Stan Lee, and you can purchase a new one from him. However, all your saved data will be lost. What that meaning, the data that you store is independent to each device. So I have this SuperDex here that knows I unlocked Superman and Batman, but if I pull up another SuperDex, those two will be locked, because I would have to put those suits back on and unlock it in the new SuperDex, because it's device specific. So I would really encourage you guys to, you know, if you're going out on an adventure, leave your SuperDex in an Ender chest or something like that, because if you die and lose that thing, I mean, that's your progress is gone. If you still have your suits, you could easily reobtain your progress by just, you know, logging the suits into your new SuperDex. But I'd highly recommend you keep this device safe. This is what the whole mod is surrounded around. You lose this thing, and it's like it's like hell froze over for you. So with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and comment on this video. If you have any suggestions, make sure you leave it down in the comment section down below. Now, when I say suggestions, I'm talking in terms of update, you know, videos. What, you know, kind of, you know, do you want me to do another one like that? Because I've been saying this on my Twitter. It's kind of getting a little bit annoying. I'm kind of getting the same requests, guys, over and over. Add CW Flash stuff, guys. We're gonna be adding CW. Don't worry about it, guys. I already have this stuff planned out. It just is a matter of implementing it. I haven't gotten to the Flash just yet, but he will do it, and he will have particle trails. This is a confirmed thing, guys. I already have the concept down. I have it all done. I just have to actually implement it into this version of the mod. He does have particle trails, as well as, you know, reverse flash and stuff like that. So you can stop requesting that feature. It will be there. So just a little insight into, you know, the Flash, because he seems to be a highly talked about character in the mod. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and comment on this video. Just remember, this is like a brand new mod, so, you know, if things don't expect things to work the same. As you can see, it's a whole bunch of different stuff. Powers and abilities are a lot different, but we do have a lot of cool stuff coming to you guys. Make sure you smash that like button. Hulk smash it if you need to, if you want to see more update videos like this on the progress we're having in the Tihyo Labs here. And remember, fellow crime fighters, love you, and Tihyo shoes.